a different location has better internet
Yes.
connection. Okay, good. Let's just start. Okay, you just got it in.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you find a better comfortable spot, yeah?
Okay.
Lying down in a recliner chair.
Okay. On the bed? Is it okay?
I can't see you. If you feel okay, if you feel you're ready, then you're ready, okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. Now I'm going to change my music. Yeah, lying down, making sure that you are. And also, please silence your phone. And there's no disturbance, because once you have any sound, any noise, your door, your window, make sure they are closed properly, because any noise can wake you up, can bring you out of the trance, because sometimes it takes time to build up that trance state, but a noise can immediately bring you back, and then you would lose, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So once you're ready, reclining in the chair, sink yourself into the chair and get comfortable.
Okay.
All right?
Mm-hmm. Do we need to keep our videos open?
Making sure that you can hear my voice.
Okay.
All right. I've got the music. Background music on. Are you ready? Orca. Okay, ready? Good. Now, in your very comfortable position, I want you to put your hands out in front of you. If your left hand is if your right hand is your dominant hand, bring your left hand, okay? Your non-dominant hand, bring it up, just like that in front of you, yeah? About 1 feet sort of a distance. Looking at your left hand, resting above your lap, yeah, or on your chest. That's fine, you're lying down there. Now, I want you to squeeze your fingers together. Squeeze your fingers as in the snake sort of a mudra, yeah? Put all your fingers together. You don't have to look at the camera. All you need to do is look at your palm. Gaze into the center of your palm. Find a sleepy spot in your palm and squeeze your fingers tighter and tighter. Squeeze. Squeeze even a little bit more now. That's right. Just when you think you can't squeeze your fingers tighter, you can still imagine, visualize your hands, fingers tightly grouped together. A little bit tighter, a little bit tighter, a little bit tighter. That's right. Now stop squeezing your fingers together so your fingers are still touching. Now do nothing. Don't try to do anything. Let go any conscious efforts. Notice the tendency of the fingers to begin to spread on their own. Notice the tiny twitching movements of each finger and your thumbs. Allow your subconscious mind to influence your muscle movements as they move and separate in tiny twitching subconscious movements that you couldn't do consciously. That's it. Interesting, isn't it? And you are not trying to do that yourself, or trying to not do that, are you? Continue to notice that tiny subconscious movement. Notice that sensation, that electronic, magnetic tiny movement. Is it the little finger that I pull away first? Or is it your middle finger? Is it a little twitch at first, then again a bigger twitching, pulling, separating movement as the little fingers spread more? The thumbs can then spread out too. The middle fingers too, twitching, separating, moving, bending, spreading. That's right. You may feel a sensation pulling. Bring your hand towards your chest. That's right. Maybe you can notice that sensations, twitching, softening, slow movement, separating, spreading, begin to flow all the way from your arms to your eyes. As soon as your eyes notice that twitching, moving, separating, spreading, you can feel your eyelids become heavy, droopy, drowsy. That's right. You can continue to feel that sensation begins to pulling your hand towards your chest. That's right. You are not trying to make it happen, nor you are stopping it happening. But naturally, you can just allow it to happen naturally. It's the natural force, the beauty, healing energy that naturally bring your hand left to your chest, a little closer, closer, and closer. That's right. Maybe your eyes are comfortably closed now. Maybe you are still looking at your hand or finger. That's right. But you can find a finger on the other hand suddenly moves because your subconscious mind or conscious mind could try to anticipate or act, but there is no need to. You can just keep allowing and witnessing. That's right. Your fingers and your subconscious mind have now opened. So you have learned. You can follow suggestions and you can automatically, without you trying, and let your subconscious do the rest for you, while your fingers continue to spread. Feel the warm energy in the palm of your hand, a growing strong energy through the palm of your hand. Notice any tingling, twitching sensations at the tips of your fingers. Where do you feel that the most? Feel a warm, almost heavy energy through the palm and flowing through the fingers. And so you notice it in the middle fingers. And suddenly feel those feelings even in your little fingers. And now you are aware of that energy is always there, and that your body, your mind, consciously or subconsciously, are going with my voice now, or your inner voice now. If the internet dropped suddenly that you don't hear my voice, you can still bring all your attention to your body sensations until you hear my voice again. And if accidentally you hear some noise, and all sound that you hear will take you into a deeper, deeper, and deeper trance state. That's right. Now your mind may wonder, what is it feel like into trance state? Perhaps in the next second, or 2 seconds, or maybe 5 seconds, you can go into that deep, deep, deep relaxation state that you know the conscious mind can be a barrier to all the information available to it. Now you can turn into the subconscious information that is already in the palm of your hands. That's right. Continue to feel the palm of your hands, that you know there is a center of the energy spot in the center of your palm, and you can allow that palm chakra being activated. Feel and visualize that a warm sensation to flow through the palms to your wrists and allow it to wash away through your forearms, slowly passing up to your elbows. Feel your body flying, floating in the air. Feel the energy passing up through your upper arms to your shoulders. Feel your neck become warm. Feel the back of your head, your crown. Notice the bright lights begin to glow and grow, shining through all your scalp, inch by inch. As you breathe, take this healing, energetic, hypnotic energy into your body, to your spirit, to your soul, to your causal body, now to your ears. Cleanse your ears so you can truly absorb, suck in my voice that is so clear as a gift from the universe, that you would come into my voice today and allow the energy to flow into your forehead. Allow that wisdom and energy to come into your third eye, that can bring you all the light, the knowledge, the insight into everything that you're trying to resolve in your current life. That's right. Feel so comfortable. Go into your eyes now. Allow the energy to warm up your eyes. Feel your eyelid. Feel your eyeballs behind your eyes. That's right. As you feel your body, you will hear me down counting from 10 to 1. Each number down counting, you go deeper and deeper. That's right. Ready, go now. 10 to your tip of the nose. Go down to your lips and chin, to your faces, to your neck, throat chakra, 9, to your shoulders again, armpits, down all the way flowing, feel the warmth to the side of your body, to your lower back, flowing back up 8, middle back, upper back. Feel the energy resolving all the physical pain to your cervical spine, to your thoracic spine, vertebrate by vertebrate, one by one. Now going back to your lower lumbar spine now. 8. Feel your sacrum now. Squeeze your buttocks. 7. Go deeper, deeper, and deeper. That's right. Feel your hips. Energize all the bones in your lower body. Coming back to your front of your body. That's right. To your collarbones. Sternum. That's 6. Go deeper, deeper, and deeper into that soft, relaxed, tranquil, pleasant state. Feel your rib cage, diaphragm, solar plexus, all warm and pleasant. 5. Now go deeper, deeper, and deeper to your navel, going down to your belly. Feel your belly, squeeze it, rise it, lower it. Feel there's a balloon in your lower belly. 4. That's right, to your groins, to your thighs. 3. Go deeper, deeper, and deeper. 3. To your kneecap, to your shin. Continuously to enjoy this pleasant, comfortable, and beneficial experience that your mind consciously may be trying to figure out the meaning of each voice or each word that you hear, but subconsciously you can just allow yourself to go deeper, deeper, and deeper to your ankles, front of the feet, all your toes one by one. Now to the soles of your feet. Feel the center of your soles. Feel the connection of your Pada Bandha, your feet chakra. Visualize and feel your feet growing multi-roots, deeply grounding yourself into the center of the earth. Connect you to the earth energy. Feel you're truly grounded, being part of the Mother Earth, that you have this yellow square energy that protects you, help you to release from those uncertainty, those unknown, those anxiety, and those trouble with your family relationship. Feel, visualize, see your feet grow into the earth. Truly feel that you're being grounded, that nothing can scare you, nothing can disturb you. as you feel the connection being bonded with the earth, as you feel that your chair, your bed, sinking further and further. And I want you to imagine, visualize yourself lying down that comfortable chair or bed. You can feel that your chair is floating as if it is taking a left, going down all the way to the center, to the core of the earth. Now you will hear me counting again, as if each number will take you to a lower ground level, that you go deeper, deeper, and deeper. That's right. Ready? Go now. 10. Go deeper and deeper. 9. 8. Feel the chair sinking, each downward counting. Your chair or your bed is sinking lower and lower. 7. Good. 6. 5. Go deeper and deeper. 5. 4. Feeling wonderful. 3. Pleasant. 2. That's right. 1. Wonderful. Now you arrived at a beautiful platform, bright light, warmth. See a bright corridor in front of you. On the other end is a door. Behind the door you can see even brighter light that says past underneath has your name written on it. Now take all the courage, all your breath and energy with your voice, my voice, slowly walk towards to the other end of the corridor. You feel safe, comfortable. Each step walking towards the door is exciting, and you relax a little bit more. You can see the divine light behind the door, calling you to explore, to find out who you were, to bring you enlightenment, insight, wisdom to the question that you have been wondering for a long time. That's right. Any other noise or sound that you hear from here, there, your room, in your head, or from your breath. We're only taking you deeper and deeper. That's right. Now follow my voice. From 10 to 1, you're going to walk towards to that door. Says your past. Ready? Go now. 10. Soft. 9. Confident. 8. Walking closer. 7. Excited. 6. Really. 5. Halfway now. 4. Even closer. 3. Your steps are soft. 2. Nearly there. 1. You are there now. Take a few deep breaths. That notice your mind consciously or subconsciously has reached and will be freed beyond the normal limits of space and time as soon as you pass that door. You will be in a different time and space, and you will be able to remember anything from any time that has a particular relevance to you. That's right. You are in an incredibly deep state, deeply relaxed. 5. Going even deeper now. 4. Nothing bothers you, nothing disturbs you. 3. Ready? 2. 1. Push the door, go inside. Go further, further. You're feeling completely relaxed, at ease, and very much at peace. Now you are in another time, knowing your mind is no longer presently limited by space or normal conscious logic. You can remember everything that has ever happened to you. Allow your subconscious mind to choose the time, whether from this life or from another. You may be going back a time where a symptom of yours, a feeling, or a troubling relationship first arise. The root cause of the challenge that you are facing now. Immerse into that light. Look down at your feet. See what kind of shoes are you wearing? Are you inside or outside? Look up slowly at your clothes, your hands, touch your hair. See, are you a boy or a girl? An elderly or a child? A human or an animal? Look around. See if you can find a mirror, a water surface. See if you can look at your face. How and what did you look like then? Are you in the city or in the forest? Are you alone or with others? Would you be able to find a date? A year, a time, and a location? Look around. Observe the environment, the furniture, the trees, the architect, the flowers, the road. Are they familiar? Are there any other people around? See if you can talk to them. Ask them questions. Or see if you can get into their mind. Observe their feeling. See if you can get some insight or answers to your challenges that you are facing today. Explore around. See if you can find answers inside. Anything that you want to know. Spend time, explore that life. You can also forward and backward with the time clock to another lifetime if you need to. Follow your inner voice, your higher intelligence. Follow your subconscious mind. It will take you travel through time and space without limitation. Go to explore a time, a place, a person that has particular relevance to your current life. That's right. Continue to explore. Finding connections from your past to your current life. Feel your guide, your ether body, your spirit is with you, taking you to the time and the space to where you need to be. Follow my voice. Let your mind drift. Continue to drift further, further, and further. See if you can develop some narrative stories that provide you insight to who you are today. See if there is anyone, any face that is important to you. You can zoom in and see their face. Feel their emotions. Be them. See if they have advice or messages to your current life. Observe your own feeling, warmth, upset, pain, betrayal, happy, powerful, any feeling that you experience right now, it's all relevant. Just observe Be the observer. Record your own feeling. Learn. Register. That's right. Continue to feel. Flow again with the power and the unlimitedness of your conscious mind. See if there is a need to fly, float to another time. Allow your mind, your spirit, your inner voice to guide you, to listen, to observe, to seek your answers. Take all your time. If any time, any moment that you feel discomfort or overwhelmed, you can simply coming back and end the regression session by merely opening your eyes, so you will be immediately feel comfortable, energetic, and safe. Now in a few moments, gonna float above your body. Watch yourself go and experience your own death of that lifetime. Remember, you will experience no pain. You will breathe fine. And you are an observer. Float above your body and that life. Skin scream through that life. See if you have missed anything, or if you're happy with the exploration today. See who's there in your funeral. Was there any message for you? How are you feeling? And if you were given a chance to relive again, would you live your life a little differently? Finding yourself in peace as the energy continuously passing through your body, through my voice, through your crown, through your feet that are deeply rooted in the center earth. Feel the energy flowing up and down through your body. Feel the golden light begin to glow from the center earth all the way connect to your feet. That's right. Feel the muscles on your toes again, to your balls of your feet, center soles of the feet, to your heels. Notice the muscles on your ankles, to your calf muscles, relaxed, happy, quite inside for now. More importantly, feeling peaceful. Feel behind your knee, hamstrings relaxed, buttocks, seat bone, your entire reproductive system completely relaxed. That's right. Now feel your inner organs surrounding your tailbone and your sacrum. Feel your kidneys, intestine, bladder, liver, all your spines, your stomach, spleen, your lungs, your heart. Expand your chest. Feel soft, deeply relaxed. Feel pleasant, comfortable. Allow the divine golden energy from the center earth all the way passing down up to your heart. Brighten your heart. See, your heart is made by gold. Despite all your past experiences, maybe challenge, maybe disturbing, maybe trauma, but now this golden light form in your heart, grow you, cleanse you, bless you. Allow this pleasant feeling to flow up to your chest, to your shoulders, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, back of your hands, and the fingers and the palms. Slowly feel that electricity, that twinkling feeling, that soft, lightened feeling to flow up through the front side of your arms, all the way to your triceps, biceps, armpit, going up to your collarbones, to your neck, thyroid, to your throat, nourishing to the side of your neck, to your chin, lips, your mouth. Swallow, feel round to dissolve that thirst. Feel the creativity, that deep relaxation in your mouth, flowing up to your cheeks. Relax your cheeks. Bring a beautiful smile on your face. Feeling so happy about who you are. Knowing the importance is that you are still here. Notice the tip of your nose relax. Feel the soft air comes inside your nose, going inside your ears, to your eyes, to your forehead, temples, to your crown. Now Now continue to feel the light now. It's bright light from the above, the universe energy. Feel it. I want you to feel the light just surround yourself like wrapping yourself in a cocoon. That you are the center of the energy. That you self, it's integrated with the universe. That you see yourself into others. You see others in you. You are part of the universe. The universe is all in you. Feeling pleasant, calm, soft, relaxed. That's right. Continue to feel your body resting, lying on the chair or in your bed. In a few seconds, I will be calling you back as you hear my voice. As I count forward, you continue to relax, to feel this pleasant feeling that has washed away, dissolved all those negative emotions that continue to bring your insights and healing power into your body, your emotions, and your soul. That's right. Ready now. Hear my voice counting from 1 to 10. Each number forward counting, you are slowly coming back from the center of the earth. Slowly. Ready? Go now. 1. Feel your chair or your bed is rising. 2. Continue to float. 3. Taking all this learning 4 into this physical world. 5. Allow your subconscious mind to explore all your possibilities. That's making transformational change for your own life today, now, from this moment. 6. Wonder how deep you went there, then. 7. Continue to feel good, feel fantastic. 8. Surprise yourself with this special gift that you gave yourself today. 9. Ready to come back. 10. Hear my voice, open your eyes, coming back now. Take all your time. Slowly, slowly, feeling wonderfully pleasant, feeling fine that you're back to your room now. Take all the time that you need. How is everyone feeling? Where did you go? Did anyone went to the past?
No, I went to an empty place and there was just light. I kind of lost myself, got scared and came back. I don't know what it was, where it was. I just don't know, to be honest.
Okay, that's fine. I'll explain. What else? Anyone went back?
I did. I went to a location. I was in a valley on the side of cliffs, very, very high. And I saw myself as an older person knitting.
Where were you? Which
The
country?
valley, the only way I can describe the country is Scotland. Those very, very high cliffs, the walls of the cliffs, and then
Where
and in New Zealand they have some too. And then there was a very narrow valley there, and I was there and I liked it. It was all green.
when was that?
I don't know. I was dressed funny.
Okay, so you just went one life?
I don't know. I went there. I did not see the door. There was no
That's
light for
fine.
me at the door.
Because
no-
okay,
No,
yeah.
there was no light. There was no door. There was darkness, but then the darkness was the walls of the cliffs. And then there is this valley, a very, very narrow valley.
Okay, how did you feel? Were you feeling nervous, feeling unsure?
No, it was very pleasant.
Okay, good. What about
It was
Jana?
pleasant.
Okay, pleasant, that's good. Did you
I
go
don't
back?
know. No,
No?
I don't know. I don't know where I went. I don't know if I fell asleep or I was gone. I don't know.
Okay, so you're not sure. Oka? Oka, did you go back? Yeah, you're muted. Okay, I'll talk. Okay, now you're on mute. Do you want to say anything?
I don't think I went anywhere. I think I just fell asleep.
Okay, I think in my voice it's very soft. So what happens if it's group session and you feel like you were asleep? Actually, you were not. Okay, so the subconscious mind is listening, and there'll be some. You will have a good night's sleep tonight. That's for sure, definitely. But because there's no interaction with individual, so I can't ask questions, because if I ask a question, everybody will answer. So it doesn't work that way. But when you do individual session, then I'll ask you what you see. Yeah, I would say in a few seconds, 3, 2, 1. First impression. What do you see? Okay, I see a door. I see nothing. I'm still here. Yeah. If this person keep on telling me I'm seeing nothing, I'm seeing darkness. Yeah. Then it indicates something. Yeah? It's all relevant. It has certain relevance to where you are here now. And all this is about healing. It's either healing or bring insight to the current life. And for group session, normally half of the people would go back, half the people wouldn't, because there's no individual interaction. So I can't really specify
In the
my
classes
word.
the other day.
Yeah, so for Bettina, you saw the cliff, then possibly I would engage, I would guide the person, see how do you feel, I would engage with your feeling, allow the person to go inside to examine the feeling. Okay, now you see the cliff, in a word or two, can you describe the feeling for me? So I would engage with my clients, not in your case, it's you or you're my sisters, to examine your feeling. If you had some sort of like scary feeling or uncertain feeling, feel free to message me individually. I know you might not be comfortable to share your feeling.
Can't hear anything.
Yeah, so if you feel like to share, that's fine. If you feel not very comfortable to share your feelings, then you can let me know. But if everybody feel pleasantly just falling asleep, that's fine too. That means your life is rather balanced. It's not necessary that there is something that needs to be addressed or concerned. But normally, I love being hypnotized. It's a very pleasant feeling, and my voice is very soft when I do hypnosis. Did you like my voice?
Yes, you have a wonderful voice.
Thank you.
It was very nice.
Lovely.
Oh, good. So the voice, you can develop that voice. Yeah, even because when we do yoga, yeah, we're all yoga teachers. You can train yourself. One is training. Secondly, well, actually not training. I think the most important is the mind, your intention. You ask the voice, the upper power, whatever we call it, God, Krishna, Lord, some power, universal power, you instruct them to give you that softer voice. And then suddenly one day, you will just notice the change in your voice. You see, when I was at the class, my voice is not as soft as this, yes? Did you notice the difference? When I was at Kapalaji, in her class, my voice perhaps is not as soft as this. I was in a different state.
Time
But
you
when
had more depth, Apple. There was more
Yes,
depth in your voice. More depth. We could feel the more depth in your voice.
yeah, when I do hypnosis or when I do my yoga class, I'm zoning out first. I'm actually in the trance state too. And then my ether body, my spirit is talking. So when you do a class, who is yoga teacher? Who is teaching class at the moment? Okay, you're all teaching. Yeah,
Me.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you notice the difference when you actually zoned out, like you are in that state, you speak a little differently, you speak very fluent. And like you feel like it's your soul is speaking. It's actually not your body's talking. Yeah. When you
Happens. You go with the flow.
Correct. When you get that state, it's very comfortable and everything becomes very easy. So as in mother's class, and she would say to align with universal energy. To me, I feel that it's just to align with your higher self. Some people say higher self. And other people say universal, whatever you call it, is basically your spirit is talking. So you are given the gift, you are given this knowledge, and it's chosen. All of us is chosen by the upper power to deliver a job that the gods above us that they wanted us to nurture others, because there's a lot of a lost soul in this world.
One question, Apple. One question here. Yeah, actually I couldn't concentrate much because of the evening here in India and a lot of disturbance here. I was not able to concentrate much on this session. Would it help if I go by the recording at night? Would it help?
Oh yeah, well, great. Oh, so we recorded. Who's having the recording?
It is being recorded. It is being recorded. I don't know how to access that. You have to contact
James
for
maybe
that.
have it. Yeah.
You have to ask James. Now, yes, all the sessions are recorded in Kalpana G's Zoom, but they are in the cloud. So you have to ask James if he can retrieve it and put it. Yeah.
Well, this one's good. It's automatically recorded, and it definitely helps. The energy stays there, and my voice stays there too. So see, yeah, if you have a noise in your background, then that's something I cannot help. But you can always listen back to the voice. Yes, it can help. Listen to it a few times too. Play one time before you go to bed. Normally, my voice and my audio recordings help people with sleep. If someone who has headache who can't sleep, just play with what I did tonight to you, this recording. It helps people sleep. Yeah.
Okay.
And I can do other things. Today is just a general one. And if there's particular request, I can do pain relief, goal achieving, weight loss, Oh, there's one to connect to the upper world to retrieve your, you know, there's a record. What's the call? You know, the record that are recording all your previous lives and what you have done. There is this book. I can do that one. Do you know that?
Could you explain again? No.
No.
Could you
There is
explain
a
again?
record. Let me just find the word. It's called
No, but I'm all for weight loss. If you can do one,
I
get
can
a
do
certain.
one.
We get
Me
a
too.
certain age, and everything is a struggle with our body.
You go to above the sky, go to heaven. You are access that Akashi record. Have you heard of this name?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, that's
The
Yes.
correct.
data of your
Yes.
past lives. The data of your past lives.
That's your past life.
That is, yeah, that's similar. That one is you go above, go to heaven, and then you go to access your similar thing, but do it slightly differently. Oh, this is noisy background music. So that's similar. That's what that one access you to go into above us. So same deepening technique. Then you go take a lift, go to heaven, you go to a room, you see a room full of records, and you find one that belongs to you. I actually did not go back myself. I tried a few times. I was like, I should record one. Then I listen to my own voice, see how it goes. Because the lady that recorded, I didn't like it too much. I think I perhaps could do something differently. Yeah. Anyone else has questions? Because soon we have another class at 10 o'clock, yeah? Maybe toilet time, drinking time, eating time, and go relax yourself and come back at 10, yes?
Yes, but we'd love to do more sessions. It was very nice.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Great. I'm glad that I enjoyed it. And it's all recorded in the, see, we're going to ask James for recording. And then we come back. Yeah? And if you have any questions, any specific requests, issue or emotion, you let me know, and then I can do it. For my one, it's easy. There's no lessons to do. There's no homework because all other classes too much homework. So for my one, just relax.
That's great.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
we got
so
too
much.
study. Okay, see you later.
Thank you,
See you
Apple.
then.
Thank you
you.
so much.
Later.
Thank you. Thank you, Apple.
Love you. Thank
Though
you.
my internet,
Bye.
today my internet is not so good. Your voice is just breaking.